Ma'am, when we look into aesthetic surgery, there are many queries for each and every one, ma'am. So I have picked up the most common query. Shall we have a discussion over that?
Okay.
What's the main reason for us to do an aesthetic procedure?
There are two ways to answer this question. But when you look at yourself in the mirror, do you feel like a little bit of shifting the nose, straightening the nose, or a little bit of taking this fat out, will make you look more confident, will make you look more pleasing to yourself and hence to others? Then it's fine. So you know what you want, but the other aspect of it, you are doing the surgery to look like somebody else. Probably if I do the surgery, people would start liking me. That is not the right approach to do the surgery. It should come from you, not from your mother, father, husband, lover. No, it should come from you. You stand in the mirror, you look at yourself. If you think that this feature which you want to change, it suits your face well and you will be happy, go for it.
Will it boost my self-confidence and break my long-term insecurities?
If the insecurities is related to that particular problem, a person who is nice, very, engaging, charming and everything. Let's talk about a boy. Hairline is receding. Okay, slowly, the receding hairline is decreasing the charm, taking his overconfidence and everything. So in that case, yes, when you do a hair transplant or in the initial stages when you stop that receding hairline, the confidence comes back. Or if a person was fine, nicely body built and all suddenly start getting a paunch and recently become mother. Pre-pregnancy was different. Now after post-pregnancy, her body is not looking that good and she is not wearing those clothes. Everybody has a right to their own body. So if she wants to get it done again to get their pre-pregnancy body back, mommy makeover, whatever, yes, it will get her confidence back.
Ma'am, you are in this industry for a quite long term. Let me know the most opted procedure by both men and women.
If I talk about surgical procedures, then men and women, I will divide into two categories. Men, the most common one procedure is gynecomastia, that is man boobs. Because when they have gynecomastia, that develops usually in the late teens age. And then that is the age when they start, being more confident and everything. And when they have gynecomastia, they are very depressed from inside. Obviously, there is little bit of bullying and everything is also happening. Always they will wear a t-shirt on top of that shirt to hide the area. Second most common in males is hair transplant. For women, two most common surgeries I'm talking about, which we do, is one is breast surgeries, that very big breast or very tiny breast. Both are affecting women's psyche. Second thing is a little bit of stubborn fat here and there. Some women have very heavy arms, some have very heavy thighs. So jeans, when they put jeans, they are not very happy with the way they look, or love handle side. So this is another very common surgery for which women come. Non-surgical procedure, mostly men and women, they all combine and ask about face glow.
Ma'am, while you explaining the before answer, a question popped up. Does body type play a vital role in the surgery?
Definitely. Ethnicity, which country the patient is from, which ethnicity, which race, everything matters. Like in India, we have slightly curvaceous body. We don't like flat bodies. So when we are doing for surgeries like thighs and all, the goal is not to make them flat or not to completely take fat off, but to sculpt them to keep the Indian standards, because that is our identity. We like to be that way. Mostly I would say middle age group, 30 to 45 is the most common age group. Second most common is the youngsters. Then comes the 50 plus category.
Thank you so much, ma'am. We had a very insightful session. Thank you so much.